Hey everybody, it's Mark Vogt with VOGTLAND Outdoors. I'm kind of pushing the boundaries on outdoors today because today's episode is how to put the pool cover on your pool when you're all by yourself. I'm going to show you guys a really cool method for putting a cover on a 24-foot above ground round, a 24-foot round above ground pool. But first, the intro. Ding 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 ding. And today I got to put that pool cover on all by myself. 24-foot diameter. Still got some leaves in the middle, so I got to do a little cleaning, but I loaded it chock full with chlorine. I got to get rid of those leaves, and then I got to find a way to put a pool cover on. And the challenge is, a lot of pool covers have this cable that weaves in and out and in and out and in and out of all the grommets, and it's a pain in the butt to try to get that thing on and tighten it all up when you're all by yourself. I swear to God, you need 4 people, maybe 8. It doesn't work. But with the method I'm going to show you today, I'm going to take this brand new tarp. I'm going to take this little bit of twine, make a bunch of loops, and I'm going to start getting a bunch of jugs that I used even last year, regular water jugs. They end up being only about 79 cents a piece. I only need 8 of them, so I need $6 worth of water jugs, and you're going to see me show you a really clever method for how to put that top on. So let me get set up a little bit first. The camera is going to be changing all kinds of angles because I'm staring right into the sun right now. Let me get set up. Pause. I'm still cleaning out my pool, but I wanted to show you guys this. I'm going to measure a bunch of little toggles. I want to take this leftover string from last year and make a little loop with a toggle like this. This is going to go through the grommet on each grommet on the tarp. It's going to go through the handle of a milk jug, sorry, a water jug like this, to weight that one particular grommet on, and I'm going to connect it all by just making a little toggle mechanism like that. So it hangs on, super easy to come off, super easy to go back on. Super easy to make adjustments and take the pool cover off. So I just got to make up a couple of those. This is string left over from last year, core parachute cord. And the way you do it is like this. I'm going to measure it off about that far on my shoulder. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to put these 2 ends together. Set this off to the side. I'm going to bend it over like that. It's called making a figure 8 knot. I'm going to bend it over one more time and put the end through. So it looks like this. See the figure 8 part of it? Then I'm going to push this part down, and what you end up with is that it forms a nice little round knot like a monkey's paw. And that knot, when you take the other half and loop it over, ends up making a toggle. That won't come off. You make a bunch of these. You need 8 of them. 8 jugs, 8 loops to go on 8 different places all the way around this pool cover, and you're going to be able to put it on yourself. Now I'm really going to go clean out the rest of my leaves. make any adjustments I need to where that fold is, so then I can start walking the rest of the cover over into the wind. Let's see what it looks like. This is where we're at so far. We got one jug in place. We're tensioning across the fold. It's not quite halfway. There. It's not quite halfway if we take a step back, but it's enough. And now we're looking here and we're see the tension that I'm getting from that particular jug. I actually need to shift that jug over to the middle, to this corner over here. I need to shift that over. So you're gonna watch me do that right now. See what we got so far. We got half the pool covered already. One guy, 3 jugs. How cool is that? There's the other jug. So what I'm going to do now is pull this over the side a little bit. Let's I don't know, let's go up here on my boulder and you guys get to watch from here. So now you're on my diving boulder. I'm only going to pull about a foot. Slowly. I know I had about a foot that can go up before it's hitting the edge. You see it all moving? Looking pretty good. I'm going to go check the other side now. You guys got to keep coming with me. So now I'm getting closer and closer to being on the halfway point of my entire pool. Let's go see what this looks like. Yeah, see how this is all coming up? When this end comes all the way up to about here, then I'm at the right height, because it's only a 24 foot cover, or yeah, so it can only go up about this high. It's going to be right about there. So I got to keep pulling until that much is actually pulled up. All right, it's coming along. See how easy that is all by yourself when you're using weights instead of springs? My God. Yeah, you guys could see that. So now this is going to fold back a little bit more, meaning I'm not quite at the halfway point with it, because the fold is really right. The fold, I have to keep adjusting the legs on this thing. The fold was actually really right here. So now this has to shift forward just a wee bit. There. Now let's take a look. We're going to go all the way around. It's sticking down about a foot, about a foot, about a foot, about a foot, about a foot with the weight on it. This side, a little too far. Needs to come back. I need to bring this back a little bit. I have the, watch me do this. This is kind of cool. All I have to do is pull, and because the weights are on strings, everything's going to move this way when I pull. Watch. This is so cool. I'm just going to pull gently, and the whole cover is going to give a little bit until now I have all that excess that I needed on this side. The whole thing just shifts and floats when you're using those jugs and those ropes instead of cables. And so far, I haven't submerged the tarp. And so far, I haven't submerged the tarp, and I'm doing it all by myself. What's next? I start slowly folding this over until I can get one more jug on this corner. Is add a little weight, add a little weight, add a little weight. I got one more jug to add. But it's looking good so far. We've only spent, what, 15 minutes in a light breeze. I've got this one more jug left. Doesn't have a top on it though. but it'll do because it's always going to stay upright like this. Let me fill it with water. This is all the cleaner you try to get in northeastern Illinois. And then I guess I got to go to the grocery store and get another 4 or 5 jugs to be done. But you guys will get the idea. You don't need to see the rest of it. Come on. There. I need one more loop right there. And let's go walk around this side. Wow, how easy is that? No cables to try to balance. No rolling up on a pole or some other such nonsense. And what am I going to do here? Just like before, guys, all I do with this is start unfolding it until I get my next piece, the next handhold that I want. Always pulling a little bit. Do you see me pulling backwards like this? So I get a nice fold. So easy. I can go a little bit further. We're going to go all the way around here. Here we go. Folding. Unfolding, I should say. It's like unfolding a taco. You'll see it's getting a little short here. What am I going to do? I'm going to pull just a little bit. And that whole other side is actually going to come towards me. Look at that. Dang. OUTLAND Outdoors. Where do you guys see my tree stand for deer hunting? Then you're going to go crazy. Don't knock your jugs over, guys. This is a good stopping point. This is where I'm going to put it in. So let me set up here. Yeah, you guys can see that. Same thing as before. Put the loop through. Put the handle through, put the loop through the handle on the jug. Put the toggle through. To catch it, lower it gently. And there you are. Let's go take a look at what we've accomplished. One man managed to actually take and put a tarp on. Let me climb up here. One man managed in a light breeze to take a 24-foot diameter tarp and very easily, effortlessly, and flawlessly put it onto his pool. And if I need to make any adjustments at all, guys, all you got to do is pull gently and the whole thing shifts over. It gets harder and harder to shift when you add more and more weight, which is why you only start off with 4 jugs. 2 on the halves, 2 on the fold rather, 1 on the back, on the bottom side. So the top side's floating because eventually you're rolling that over to cover up here. So now you can see, you make any final adjustments right now, and then you go and you add 4 more jugs on right in between. By that time you got 8 jugs minimum. There's 8 pounds in a gallon, roughly, 7, 8, call it 8. So you got 64 pounds of force holding that tarp down. It's going to survive winter after winter after winter. That's all that it needs. And it's not going to damage the tarp either, that in a big wind, everything's just going to shift a little bit rather than pull really hard and tear. The next thing I need to do is put my inner tube in the middle. And you're probably wondering, how are you going to do that, Mark? Easy. I take that jug off, lift this corner up. I put the pillow in, I grab a push broom, and I just gently push it out to the middle. Done. It's that simple. Actually, I'm going to do a tour one more before we're not quite done. I want to do a tour that we're going to see where we're at right now. We've got this covered up. All right, so far so good. I can leave that. It's about this thick. It's about this much excess right there. That's what I want to be constant. So now I'm looking here, looking. This side looks a little shy. So what do? I just grab it, gently pull, and watch what happens. It all starts to shift over from the other side and show up right there. How cool is that? All because I'm only pulling on 4 jugs. That's only 4 times 8, 48 pounds. And I'm really only pulling on a fraction of that. So as we look all the way around, We see this side needs a little bit too, just a touch. Right there. Looking good. Tree. Looking good, looking good. A little low on this side. I'm gonna grab it and pull. See how it's moving on the other side there? Now I've got just enough. Yeah, that's it. How cool is that? Dang. All right, that's it. Let's see, I need one over there, one over there. Got one here. I'm gonna need one here. Holding it in there. You'll see me reach in and get that all done. That one looks good. That looks good. That looks good. I need one right here. Yeah. So, I've got 4 jugs. I've got to make 4 more loops. I'm not going to stand around and make you watch while I do that. That's just cutting and splicing, so I'll be right back. Okay, done. I added 4 more buckets, 4 more jugs. So let's see what the whole thing looks like. 24-foot pool, jug. Underneath there, the way I built my deck long ago, I can actually reach underneath there, pull it through, no problem. I get to leave the ladder in all winter too. There's another jug right there. See how nice and flat that is? Clean, never got a drop of water on it. One more jug. I might come back tomorrow and add one more jug there. This is on the, this whole side here is the wind side. So if it comes up and gets under, sometimes it might lift it up. 1 or 2 jugs here is $1 or $2 well spent. There's another jug. There's another jug. There's another jug. Tree. There's another jug. There's another jug. And lastly, there's another jug. I could see getting 4 more jugs, $4. But in the end, take a step back, see how easy that went on. Only took about 20 minutes, guys. All by myself. Didn't need anybody. You know I gotta brand this. It's VOGTLAND this, VOGTLAND that, VOGTLAND shooting method, VOGTLAND string walking method. So this is now the VOGTLAND 24-foot round above ground pool cover installment method. Yeah, I got a nice ring to it. VOGTLAND 24-foot round above ground pool cover installation method. Let's just call it the VOGTLAND pool cover installation method and leave it at that. Hey everybody, had to finish this the next morning because the store closed. I've added 5 more jugs now on the windward side of my pool. If you go around, just out of curiosity, how many of you guys have pools? This thing is 17 years old now, from the Great Escape in Batavia, Illinois. Money well spent. If you guys ever want to get a solid above ground pool, professionally installed, the Great Escape, Batavia, Illinois is the place you want to go. 17 years this thing has lasted. 17 years. Holy buckets, no end in sight. Anyways, let's look on the windward side that gets all the wind coming from the west. You'll see I've got a couple of extra jugs going all the way around, but this is all I'm ever going to need. See how nice and even that is. It's looking really good. If I need to pull a little bit on this side, just a little bit, just give it a little pull, and you'll see that it just came. Look how nice that is. And I did it in 20 minutes flat. 20 minutes. What a great pool. It's probably got another 20 years to go. Anyway, that thing's ready to go for the winter. All I got to do is shut the pump off, drain it, put a plate in there. Don't drain your pools, guys. Don't drain it below the skimmer. Fill it up and put a cover plate on the inside there. And you'll be a lot happier. Just keep the water way up high. It'll freeze, it'll raise up about 1 inch, but you'll be fine all winter long. Make sure you drain all your pipes. Hey guys, it's Mark Vogt with VOGTLAND Hey guys, it's Mark Vogt with VOGTLAND Outdoors with a little follow-up. You can see it's a breezy day out. And the one thing that I didn't put in was the big donut or the ball that needs to go in the middle of that 24-foot tarp to try to help the water drain off to the sides. Oh no, if I had had a cable going all the way around here and I suddenly realized I need to put something in, man, I would be buggered. It would be really, really tough. But watch how easy it's going to be for me to use this method, using cheap 75-cent water jugs all the way around, about 10 of them total, 7.5 pounds of water. It's about 75 pounds of force holding that down. And you're seeing the wind's been blowing like crazy for the last 12 hours. This whole tarp is exactly where it was when I installed it last night. And let's say I want to put my donut in right there. Watch what happens. I unhook this toggle, set the jug down, and I have complete access to this part of the pool. I can slide the donut in there and then push it in all the way to the center with a push broom. How easy is that? Let's go do it. I'm going to lift up this one little spot. Everything else is fine. This tarp's not going anywhere. I just have access to my water now. Super easy. I slide it down underneath. And now it's just a question of putting a handle on there and pushing. Wait 1 second. All right, I need something a little bit longer than a broom handle to get to the middle of a 24-foot pool. I need 12 feet. There's 6. There's 4 more. That's 10 feet, but the donut's already 4 feet across, so I'll be fine. I'm just going to go ahead and push on the edge with this. Couldn't be simpler. I can watch it move across. When I get it to the center, I'm done. There we go. All done for the winter. And now I just have to put the loop back on. Done! Is that cool or what? Everybody, if you got a pool cover that's got a cable on it, get rid of the cable. The thing rusts every year anyways. You try to turn that crank, your hands are cold, the water's cold, you're looking and thinking, there's got to be a better way than this. You're thinking, there's got to be a better way than this? This is the way. Take the cable out. Start with 4 jugs. 2 of them placed on the fold. You fold the whole thing over. 2 on the fold and 1 on the back, on the bottom half. You saw me do this yesterday. When you get it all in place, here's a really big gust. 30-mile-an-hour wind is coming in right now. And look at my cover. No problems. No problems at all. And now I've got a donut in the middle. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. This is just an addition to the previous one. This is Mark Vogt with VOGTLAND Outdoors. We'll see you out there. So I forgot something else. I forgot to put my skimmer cover on. Oh no! If I had cables all the way around here, you know what I'd have to do? Loosen that cable in a high wind. Lift this corner up. Hope the whole tarp doesn't go somewhere, but we know it will. It's going to go flying off. But here in this stiff wind, using this technique, you know what I have to do to put that cover on? Unhook this one jug. Lift up right here. Oh, looks like I can unhook this one too. And the whole rest of the cover is fine. I can come in here. Seal it all up. Put everything back. and I'm done. Whoops. Cut. Outtakes. There, and I'm done. How cool is that? Using jugs with ropes instead of a cable, instead of springs, instead of shock core, whatever, or clamps on the edge. All that gone. I could do any adjustment I want like this. Way nicer than clamps, guys. I hope you really like that. That's it. See ya.